The shift kicker concept is about shifting and kicking. Shifting is about the change that is all around us, and it's accelerating, as we all know, day in, day out. And it's becoming harder and harder to deal with the changes that we're having to deal with. Kicking is about making a conscious choice to do something about it, to leverage those changes for the benefit of you, your organisation, and the people around you. Shift kicker concept for 2012, it's the pace. We're all seeing a lot of change right now, and we're all quite nervous. We're not sure what the economic situation is going to be this year. So I think it's even more beholden on us to take conscious stock of how we're going to leverage our opportunities in 2012. In one cooperative, we've got a group of people that can really cover off all the critical elements of making a successful business. We've consciously chosen and selected each other because we don't all talk and train in the same areas. So we cover a great breadth and depth around conversation, around networking, leadership, innovation, getting things to happen, culture, and the future. Leading engaged workforces with naked conversation. The idea being that we just have to open the kimonos a little bit more. I come from a generation that started some 35 years ago when it was all very proper. I was told to wear a dark blue suit, white shirt and a red tie. That was the IBM way. I didn't work for IBM, but I worked in the IT industry. And we presented an image, and it was all about the image. That's not going to work anymore. I think the internet and social media has just opened everything up. You can understand warts and all what a company's doing. And it's beholden on the leaders then to lead in that way so they become truly authentic in terms of what they're thinking as a corporation, what they're saying as a corporation, and the actions that their people are behaving in. I think why we need naked conversations is there is a requirement out there that we get more connected. So at a time when actually we apparently are becoming disconnected through technology and our relationships are actually virtual rather than real, I think is a time when we actually need to step up and focus on the face-to-face and the real conversations. I think the thing that will differentiate successful organisations are those that absolutely embrace the modern technology and leverage social media, but do it in a very human way and in a way that engages their people and their customers face to face. So from the session around leading an engaged workforce with naked conversation, what I want to help you do is to peel back a little bit and open up, to be able to get more vulnerable, to be able to connect more easily with your people and with your clients, such that they would choose to buy from you. People at the end of the day buy from people first, and they buy from people they trust and respect. So we'll be peeling back how we get that to happen more easily. I had a very traditional career in the IT industry. It started back in London, ended up in Australia with a sojourn in Asia. So I've sold and run teams and managed companies in the UK, Australia and 7 countries in Asia. I was selling a solution rather than a product. So it really required me to be an expert in connecting with people very quickly, building up trust and respect with them such that they would choose to buy from me, that they perceived less risk buying from me than the other guy. It was rarely about having the best technology, because you can't have the best technology all the time. People are leapfrogging each other all the time. The last decade, though, has seen me in the adult education area, for want of another label. And that's always been around communication. I naturally came in as a sales trainer, and then it's just broadened beyond sales training, and now I cover a whole range of areas around connecting and communication, verbal and non-verbal communication skills. The major way that I deliver my message, and certainly the way I find most engaging for myself as well, is in a training room as a facilitator. So I do a lot of work working with groups, 12 to 50 people in a room at one time. That's where I'd spend most of my time. And then on top of that, speaking like we will be in the conference, and also at times doing some one-on-one coaching work with individuals if they ask me to do that. What my clients tell me is what they like about the way Hugh Gyton operates is, one, I have a strong desire to really understand their business and what the issues and challenges are for them. 2, I have a great ability to engage in their organisation from the executive suite right through the whole organisation, and equally motivate and engage and inspire them to change the way they're communicating, to break down the silos of communication, to proactively handle difficult conversations and deal with them effectively, and to also get out there and sell and present to their marketplace really efficiently and effectively. I'd love to tell you that it was an absolutely intentional strategy, that I recognise my unique gift and sought out to take it to the world, but I, like many human beings, am just responding to the circumstances that I discovered. I got made redundant twice in a 12-month period, at a time when I had a wife back at college and a young baby. Not a lot of money coming in, and we needed to sort things out fairly quickly. I had the opportunity then to do a bit of soul searching, and I had some outplacement services that gave me access to really looking at self. And they said, Hugh, you're a control freak, you're a perfectionist, you like to do things your own way, you're entrepreneurial, get out there, you're becoming too hard to work for other people. So I took the advice, and that was the beginning of this journey, which has been fantastic. It's working with the clients. I've just come back from a wonderful time in Asia. I've been working in 4 countries in Asia with one of my clients in the hospitality industry. And to spend time with them and to just engage with them and see the help that you can provide just from some simple things that seem simple to me because this is what I do all the time, but when you don't think about it, it's not so obvious. And see the impact that that can have for them, both professionally and personally, that's the inspiration to keep doing it. And also, it's the self-learning. I find it quite ironic that I get paid to educate myself. So I'm becoming a better dad because of all the lessons I'm getting out there in the field about how not to communicate.